Hello. I'm back again. I hope you guys come back. I'm so sorry. I have no idea what happened, so I'm not going to mess with my camera again. Hopefully it will behave and will be good. So now we've lost many minutes, and now we'll see if I have enough time. Hopefully Jen saw my message and she'll stream me back out. I'm so sorry. Okay, so here's my board. I'm just going to jump right back in and hope it all is good. I really apologize, Jen. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. That has not happened to me before, and I couldn't get the camera back, unfortunately. So, all right, here we go. I'm going to first put my stencil on, so it's the damask pattern. It doesn't feel all that sticky, but I will fuzz just a little bit. And fuzzing just takes a little of the adhesive away from the stencil, and that's just to protect it so that it doesn't stick too hard to your surface and stretch when you are pulling it back off. I so hope you guys come back. I'm so sorry. So sorry. All right. Lay this back down. Or not back down, but lay it down. There we go. Looks pretty even. No, it does not look even at all. So let me try again. That looks pretty good. All right, and I felt something here, so let me see what's under there. There it is, a little fuzz. There's something here. Some more little fuzzes. Okay, so my stencil's down. Looks pretty straight. I see more little fuzzing. There's another piece of something here, and then I'm going to stop worrying about it and just get on with it. And I want a tone-on-tone effect, so I'm going to use shimmer shadow with a little bit of storm, which is gray, so a little shimmery. And I got this inspiration from a fellow designer who does amazing work. And I hope she doesn't mind that I'm stealing some ideas. I'm going to do it. I usually have an empty jar, but I can't find it. So I'm just going to make some, I'm going to put a couple of globs of shimmer shadow. I don't know exactly how much I need, so I might make more than I need, but then I hopefully will find the jar and I can put it in a jar. And I just got paste all over my finger. So yeah, not sure. I don't see anybody back on. Oh, Vonda, yay, somebody's there, but I'm not seeing comments on my computer. I see them on my phone. All right. I am so sorry for the disaster. And I really hope Jen doesn't hate me and kick me out. Because I'd be very sad. All right, I really would like to get this paste off my thumb. Because I don't want it getting on anything else. So, let me just do this for a second. All right, that's pretty good. Oh, Janelle. You had to go to my page. Yeah, I don't think Jen's shared me back out now to the groups. But thank you for hopping on. I appreciate it. And I'm so sorry for the mishap. I'm not sure what happened and I couldn't get the camera back. So I figured instead of waiting to hear back from Jen, I'd just get off and hop back on and hope for the best. And I do apologize. Okay, so I'm mixing some paste right now. I want tone on tone on this board. And this is quite thick. So I've got shimmer shadow in there, and I'm going to add a little bit of storm just to give it a little bit lighter black. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a jar, so I'm concocting in this cream cheese thing. And I hope that will be enough. I don't know that it changed the color all that much. Yeah, it did. All right, I'm just going to go with this. So then I've got a squeegee, and I'm going to try and not get paste all over me, which I just did again. It is one of those days. I'm so sorry. I'm usually not this big of a mess. I mean, I make a mess. That's not unusual. But all right, I'm going to start up here, which you probably can't see, but I'm not touching that camera. And I'm going to just work my way down with this mixture of Shimmer Shadow and Storm paste colors. And I may do like half and then lift up just so it doesn't dry on top. And I'm going to try and get away from that camera because I don't want to mess it up. And so even if I have shadows, you guys, I'm not going to touch any of my equipment because it's a mess. All right. See, I'm not seeing all comments on my computer now, but I did see Vicki just made a comment. So thank you for coming back. Or maybe you're on the other one. Maybe you guys are still sitting on the other live. I don't know. I don't know. I feel terrible. All right, so as I'm doing this, let me just tell you again, I'm Luana with Little Sister Chalks, and I'm part of the Be Mine Bash, which is a 2-day event happening this weekend. I'm going to pull now a little bit just so we don't have paste drying on top of the stencil. Oh, that looks really pretty. I don't know. Oh yeah, you can see it in the camera. Look how pretty that is. So I'm going to stop right there. I had a little bit of bubble, but you know what? I'm okay. And then I'm going to lay it back down, but not press. And then I will try to get back here and just finish. Hopefully I have enough paste because I don't want to mix anymore. I think I should. Just enough, actually. So Jen is our host for the Be Mine Bash. She's streaming us. Oh, Janelle, let me know if you would like a a sample. I would love to send one to you. Just PM me. It's really fun, really easy, makes you look like you know what you're doing. And sometimes I really don't, but that's okay. Yeah, so Jen is our hostess. She is, she's Crafty USA is her page, so give her a follow. And she's streaming us into 3 groups, but she may not be streaming me again. I may have lost my chance to be in the groups. But anyway, if you fill out the form that's in my description, she is sponsoring a $25 gift away, which is amazing of her. I did just have I have a little bit left in there. All right. Here we go. I'm going to lift off the rest. So there's our first step of my project. Look how pretty that is. And hopefully, like, when I hang it, you can actually see it as well. So I see a lot of gray right here, but I must not have mixed the paste that well, but I'm going to leave it alone because I actually have found the more you mess with it, the worse it is. So I'm going to push that out of the way and let it dry. I am going to close up these paste jars. This one's got a glob on the side, but that's all right. We'll clean that later. All right, step 2. Juanita, hello. You made it back. Thank you, Jenny. So nice to see you. Yeah, I don't think Jen's shared me out again, which I really truly apologize to her for whatever happened. Okay, waiting on them to see it. Thank you so much, Juanita. Yeah, I messaged Jen on our chat, and oh, Anna put something in there too. So, all right, hopefully we get there. If you guys can't see this, let me know. I have a box that I can prop it up and get it closer to the camera. Because again, I don't want to touch anything, anything at all. All right. So, like I said, I have rice paper, which I've not played with. So I'm going to use this one, but I may come back. I don't know that I'll have time now because we have had a disaster, but that's okay. I'm going to try to breathe and calm down because now you're watching, and I appreciate you all for trying to find me after that. And here we go. Okay, so just throw that behind me. There's a mess back there. You don't even want to see it. So I'm going to Mod Podge this on, and I think I'm going to go... I'm going to try and get as much cover. I don't want to go so crooked, though. Try this way. I don't want to go super crooked, but I want to cover as much as I can. Maybe this. And then I'll take the excess here and put it over there. So where's my Mod Podge? There it is. So like I said, I've not used rice paper before, but it's a little thicker than tissue, but still very, very thin. And I have this guy. So what I'm going to do is put the Mod Podge on the surface, so this little heart, and then lay the paper on. And if I have wrinkles, I'm okay, because I like texture, I like imperfection, because what I make is not perfect at all. So embrace the imperfections, I say. All right, so there's Mod Podge on there. I don't want to cover it. Well, that's all right. I can always come back and lift up. Okay, now let me see if I can get this back kind of covering as much as possible. And I'm just going to press it down. And see, I messed up there, but that's all right. I'll put something up there. And I have that little crease, but again, I'm okay with that. And I have paste on my finger. So let me try to get that off before I get it. Actually, is it dry? Yeah, it probably won't come off. I'm going to leave it alone. All right, and I do have wrinkles, but that's okay. I turned on my glue gun. That's good. I have a love-hate relationship with the glue gun. Hello, Mindy. Perfectly imperfect. Yes, that is me. Perfectly imperfect. All right, I'm just going to give this a quick dry. That's probably good. Hello, Cindy. Hello, friend. I'm so glad you guys are making your way back. I do apologize. And Vicky says she shared me to all of the groups. So that's good. Thank you so much, Vicky. I appreciate the help, and I truly, truly apologize to Jen. Not the best thing to have happen. All right, and I'm just going to take this little sander and go on the edge so I can get the paper off. Hopefully it will work. Yeah, there we go. I'm just going to tear here. All right, and I'll just go around the heart. And I know we had mixed media with Lindy yesterday, and she did a beautiful project. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead with what I was doing, because even if we all have the same supplies, I think we all make our own, we all have our own style, and everything just comes out different, even if you're trying to do the same thing. That's what I think. So I decided I was just going to go ahead and do it. Actually, the messiest crafter and painter. I always stick my fingers in things, Mindy, always. Oh no, I bet they're beautiful. And you know what? The therapy is the best part. So I was just going to share that starting early this year, I bought an art journal because I have discovered a mixed media artist from France, and I was just inspired by what she was doing. It was like, just like you said, therapeutic and so much fun. And so I'm hoping to learn lots from her as I follow her and incorporate that into, I might snip this a little bit. Where did my scissors go? There they are. I'm just going to snip a little bit here so that when I come in with the sander, it doesn't rip. I want to see how that will inspire these kinds of crafts, because I think the more you learn, the more you can incorporate into your style and what you do and have fun. And like Mindy said, it is therapeutic, even if you're not doing it for anybody but yourself. And actually, you should be doing it for yourself and not just for groups or, whatever. I think, trying to enjoy the process of it is important. So in my journal, I did a page for my word of the year, which, that looks really pretty, which is, I think I may try to do this here. Or do I do this here? This actually is a better piece, I think. So even though it's upside down, I don't care. I'm going with it. So my word of the year is mindful. Thank you, Vicki, so much for your help. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, mindful. So I'm trying to be like, just slow down and listen to myself, listen to my gut, and do the things that bring me joy. And that's why I chose mindful this year. And I know Vicki talked about her weight loss adventures, so that is also something I'm working on, and I think mindful also plays well in that space. Just being mindful of what you're eating, or, kind of balancing your day, because being perfect is not, again, being perfect is not something that that I am. So there we go. All right, so this looks okay. I'm just gonna give that a minute to dry. Maybe I'll hit it with the dryer again. You see a teeny tiny little piece. Ah, that was yours last year. That's awesome. Peace and joy both go hand in hand. I agree. And just such a wonderful way to spend every day. Just kind of soaking in the goodness and doing things that you love. Finding peace and joy in what you're doing. I love that, Mindy. My word last year was sustainable. And I was starting to focus more on recycling, upcycling, so sustainable crafts, but it also helped me find sustainable habits for my business, for myself. So I think it's really good just to kind of pause, pause and think about, does it align with what you wanted for the year? All right. Okay, so there's this little itty bitty piece up here that I think, yep, maybe I'll just stick that there. And then we'll start adding some other elements. I need some glue here. So I was watching Tina late last night, and she was using Mod Podge, but instead of a brush, she had like a makeup brush. It was silicone. So smart. She had so many, that's not the right piece. She had so many tips in like the first 10 minutes of her live. I was like, wow. I was totally impressed. She does wonderful projects. Actually, everybody does absolutely amazing, beautiful work. And I always learn so much from everybody. And that's one of the reasons I love these groups. So again, if you haven't joined, there's the Crafting Network, the Creators Hive, and the one I can never remember, Crafty Creators Community, CCC. Perseverance in weight loss and health issues. Yeah, Vicki, your story was incredible. I'm so happy that you are doing well and thriving now. That's really awesome. Okay, dry that real quick. Hopefully this is the most tedious part, and then we'll get on something fun. I actually need, I don't know how loud that dryer is, and I apologize. I need one of those really quiet ones that everybody's been using. I know, Vicki, you asked last time what they were, and I threw one in my Amazon cart, but then never did anything with it. It's not quite dry enough. That's okay. All right. Let go. I should have dried it a little bit more. Okay, there's my tip. Following in Tina's footsteps. Let your Mod Podge dry. Okay. I usually like to save all my scraps because I can use them in my art journal or other things. Like, see, this little scrap has a butterfly on it. So I can definitely use that. So I'm going to set those aside. And we'll start to, I grabbed some things, we'll start to layer on here and see what we like. And I was gonna wax a little bit. Maybe I'll do it at the end on the edges. Okay, there we go. Mental health is so important. So important for everything we do. All right, I've got little things. So there's already a clock there, so I don't think I want that. There's a key. I have some keys, but I do think I want a key. Because that's not going to be easy to glue down. So I don't want that key. Maybe I want this key. These are all going to be similar, I think, because of the... This one was the worst one, though. All right. I like this one. So we'll keep that out. And I've got some washi tape. So I could cut maybe this rose. So let me do that. Hello, Sherry. Good morning. Welcome. It's actually a pink rose and a white one, so I'll take them both. I don't like straight lines, so we'll just cut around. And then we'll see if I can get the back off, and if not, that's okay. I'll just Mod Podge it. Yeah, it's not cooperating. All right, we'll just Mod Podge it down. I think I'm going to put it right here. Ooh, my hot glue gun is hot. I'm trying not to stick my finger in that, because that hurts, even when you don't plan to do it. All right. And I'm just Mod Podging over and under and just kind of building things up. I have an air dry heart. kind of big. Maybe we'll make it a little wonky. Oops. Really wonky, I guess. This was part of a kit that we had, and I had never worked with air dry clay before. It was fun. I think I cut it too thin. I'll cut a little notch in here. That was a little too much. A lot too much. That's okay. It's not perfect, but we'll go with it. So I'm going to Mod Podge that down. I'm going to do it on the back too. And I'm going to hope that sticks. And if not, we'll come back with something else and try to get it to stay down. I'm just going to press that for a little bit. Okay. So I want to again welcome you. I'm Luana with Little Sister Chalks. Up after me is Linda Johnson with Paralyn Creations, I believe it is. Paralyn Creations with Linda Johnson. I can't wait to see what she makes. I have to go back and catch the replay of Christina's project. She was on before me, and I had to get off and do this, and we see I still had a disaster happen, but that's okay. This paper's so pretty, I just don't even want to cover things up. So I had made these tags for something else. I think I like the envelope. And I was watching Becky late last night, and she was doing a junk journal. Oh my goodness, it was amazing. So I learned about pockets. So we're going to turn this into a little pocket. And I'm just going to watch the time. Where are we at? All right, I have about 20 minutes left. I'll just do this a little bit. It's not a straight pocket, but that's okay. Do a few more things on here, and then we'll get to attaching this to the board. So I'm just going to use hot glue. Try not to glue my fingers. And I'm going to leave the top open. And what I want to do there is maybe add a little bit of I like this. Scissors. I'm just gonna try to cut this off. Or maybe can I pull it off? Oh, I can pull it off. Is it too big to fit in the pocket? If I trim it and glue it down this way. So I'm just gonna trim off these leaves if I can. Not as easy. There we go. Maybe just take one at a time. Snip. Ooh, flying all over. And I'll save these. Put these in my little pile. Let's see. And just put a little bit of hot glue here. And slide that in if I can. Hopefully I can. Maybe did I glue it too tight? Alright. It's too thick. So now I have a big glue glob here, and I'm pulling up the paper with it. It's all right. We can fix that. So I'm going to snip this little. I thought that would fit in, and it does not. So we'll take that off. Let me put it. Maybe I'll put it on the other side, and then put one of those little flowers, and then I'll glue the envelope again. So I was watching Becky, but did I learn? Not really. Okay, get that out of the way. And I'm just going to take maybe the little top. glue in there, and that's not sticking. So we'll try to help it with this guy. And then we'll put glue there and try to get the pocket to go down. Oh, that's hot. All right, what do we think of that? I like the dimension, I like the texture. Do we like the key? I kind of do like the key, but what I'm going to use on that, I think, is this E6000 so that it stays on a little bit longer. Oh, I hope I'm still alive. Comments look weird now, like they're gone. All right, Vicky, glad you're still there. All of a sudden, all the comments are like grayed out. That's okay. Thank you. I don't know if that's gonna stay, and if not, I'll come back, because it's not. Maybe I'll throw some hot glue as well. Hopefully that. Okay, good. Thanks, Vicky. I was worried. Sherry's here. Sugar Snob, how fun is that? I'm glad you can see me. All right, now I don't like this spot with the glue, but I don't know if that's gonna stay. I will fix that later. Or maybe, do I have something I can put over it? Just try to hold it down. We could do that. So I have these buttons, and I'm gonna try to snip off the back here and not get it in my eyeball so that it's a little bit more flat. And I'm gonna try right here. That's not sticking either. Oh, and I have glue here. Try not to put my finger in that. Okay, today is a day of struggle. So I'm gonna hope that stays. Maybe that'll hold my key down. And let's see, how are we doing on time? 10:42. I still have a little bit of time. So we can throw on, I have little flowers that we could put on. Maybe one here to cover up this crazy heart. Yep. Okay, that seems to have stayed. And then maybe we'll put real gear things over here by the fake ones. A couple of those. I like that. I think I'm gonna do my E6000 again. Let me get a paper towel. Thank you, Vonda. The paper's so pretty, it's hard to like put stuff on it and cover it up. But I do like how it's looking. I like the different textures. I like the dimension of it. So yeah, all right, we'll put these on and then we'll see where we're at. I just like, this is actually really fun to just grab stuff around that you have around your craft room and just layer things on. It's like being a kid and making a collage again. That used to be so fun. I didn't bring her down. I did a what's the word? A steampunk, like a profile. Oh, she's so amazing. I should have put her up behind me. Okay. What do you think? Is that enough? Where are we at? We are at 10:44. I think I'm going to call it. I can always go back and add more, but I'm kind of liking it. I was thinking about using these add-on things, but I'm not going to do that. We'll do that another day. All right, get this out of my way. And it's got glue on it, so I don't want it to put it behind me. There's still glue there. All right, let me close up all the things that I can knock over and spill, because if it's here and available to do that, I will do it. I'm going to shut off that hot glue gun because that's something else I'll do, is stick my arm in it. I'm a mess. All right, seriously, it's not closing. All right, it's closed enough. I have to remember to, maybe I'll put the brush on it to go back and close that up. All right, let me get those out of my way. Grab some of this garbage. Can use those another day. All right, my board should be dry, so I'm gonna set this aside right now. Carefully pull this so I don't hit the camera. And I wanted to see my lines. So I try to measure and be straight. Make sure I am at the top up there, yep. Okay, so I've got the black edge of the board at 6. The other edge is just past 18. I thought it was 12 even there. Let me grab my ruler. It's pretty darn close, so I think if I go about 12-ish, I should be fine. So maybe I shouldn't have shut that off. I have little biscuits, and they're used in woodworking. I'm going to glue these on my heart first. I think maybe I only need 2. Because I want to raise it up off the board a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm going to glue them onto this first and then glue the whole thing down there. The problem is, can I get ribbon behind it? So maybe I'll do ribbon first. Okay, so I think I'm going to go with this plain. It's pink and gold. The color's kind of hard to see in the camera. And I'm just going to cut some. I'm just going to do a loop at the top so it has a little bit of dimension, and then I can cut the length to where I want it. So first maybe I will glue the loop. Just use hot glue for that. Little dab. Hopefully you won't be able to see it too much. I could always put something there. And then I think I want it about there. And I think, what did I do with the glue? There it is. No? Oh, I put it behind me. Oh, I have a mess on my lap. Here it is. I think I want to use the E6000 again, which I could probably use just tacky glue or something, but I want to make sure it stays. So I'm just going to use a dab of that. kind of line. I should be dry, so I could probably touch it. I think that's about right. Is that gonna stay? Is it still moving? Maybe I'll put a little drop of hot glue as well, so you get a little bit. And we have a spider. Come on. Okay. I don't want it to move around on me. All right, and then I'll grab just 2 biscuits, and I'm gonna glue those to this. So maybe I should have done that first. I'm gonna use a little bit of the E6000 and then a little bit of hot glue. Just gonna do, oh, I forgot the hot glue. Try again. And I just want it raised up a little bit. It's already kind of sticking, so I'm just going to leave it alone. Although the hot glue keeps it steadier. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. A little dab there. A little dab there. I think that's a stronger hold than the hot glue would be. A little dab there. And it's still wiggling around. And we're still doing okay on time, so that's good. And then I think that's about right. What do we think? I'm just gluing this down. It looks like hopefully you can see and the camera didn't go off again. Oh, you know what? I understand. I'm too high on the board. Okay. I don't want to move the camera. So what I did was I have a loop at the top of the ribbon. I glued that down. And now I'm gluing this down. And I'm gonna hope that stays. And then I'm just going to cut this because I don't need that much. Maybe about here. Sorry about that, Denise. I didn't realize I was so far off the camera with the top. And then I can never do this quite right, but I'm going to cut the little tail. I believe you go from the middle out. And I could always glue this down if it's, because it's got wire, but for now I'm just going to leave it. Maybe. All right, let me flip around. There we go. What do you guys think? It's just a little nod to Valentine's, a little romance. I love the rice paper. Can see when I was down in the depths of that mixed chalk paste, I have more gray here than black. I may try to touch it up a little. I see it at the top too. I may try to touch it up a little bit, but I'm not gonna worry about it too much. So we still have 7 minutes, even with all the hot mess that I had. We still have 7 minutes to go. So what I might do is, oh, I glued that, didn't I? So I'm just gonna puff that out a little bit. There we go. All right, so I'm going to move this out of the way. I will take a picture. I may try to fix up that paste. I may not. I don't know. But with my 7 minutes, I'm going to maybe start my other project. I know I won't finish, but we'll just start. So I have we call them chubbies. So I've only painted one side, but they stand up on their own. And I think I might use the other paper, this one, because it's got a cute bicycle. So I like that part of it. Thank you so much. I think it's pretty too. I really didn't know what I was going to make, and so I didn't sleep well last night because I was stressing about it. But I like how it turned out, and thank you to my fellow designer who shared her project in our design studio and inspired me. So yeah, I think I'm gonna Mod Podge this down. So as I'm doing that, add a bow. Sherry, I'm not a big bow person. I think I'm gonna leave it, but you certainly could add a bow. I think the little ribbon is probably, maybe I'll add maybe some greenery behind the heart too. We'll see. But I think that might be where I stop. I don't know. But a bow would be pretty. A bow would be very pretty. Maybe I don't like them as much because I don't know how to make them real well. That could be. So as I'm Mod Podging this on, let me just remind you to join all 3 groups that we're streaming in: the Crafting Network, the Crafters Hive, and the Crafty Creators Community. And you can always find inspiration and ideas. I love groups like that because I learn so much from everybody. And fill out the form so you can win. You are entered to win a prize. Tell Jen I sent you. Tell her I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the mix-up earlier. I'm not quite sure what happened. And then stick around all day. We are going strong until 10 p.m. Eastern time. So all day long, different crafters will be on. Amazing projects. Soak up all the goodness. Hopefully that's done enough. And I think I'm getting very close to time here. So thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed the project, give me a like and a follow. I would truly appreciate that. And I appreciate you for being here, spending your Sunday morning with me, and having the patience as I dealt with whatever that was that I dealt with. I had trouble yesterday, but it didn't do that to me. It didn't wipe out the camera. But I did have trouble with Facebook yesterday. And of course it happens, the worst things happen when you're in an event and presenting. So don't forget, Linda Parolin Creations, Linda Johnson is up after me. Go check out what she's going to be doing. I can't wait to see. And if you didn't watch yesterday, you can always watch the replays. They are available in the groups. I didn't watch as much as I wanted to yesterday, but I did catch a few. So I will be going back to watch replays. And I will be watching what everybody else is making today as I do a few more projects here in my craft room, and I've got to clean things out. So I've got lots of things to clean. Thank you for being here, Elizabeth. Have a wonderful day as well. And I appreciate you saying it's pretty. I appreciate that, because sometimes things I like, not everybody does. But we all have different tastes, and that's what's wonderful. And like I said, I think even if we were all given the same supplies, we'd come up with different projects, which is amazing. We all have different styles, different thoughts. So always fun to see what other people are doing. And I appreciate you being here and sticking with us all day. Thank you, Jen, for everything you do for us. Look how cute that is. goodness, I don't know that I need to embellish it at all. So cute. I kind of love it. I don't know if I will. I might just leave it like that. And with that, I still have 2 minutes, but this is what I always worry about, is that I won't fill up the hour. And even with disaster, I didn't fill up the hour. So I'm just rambling. I appreciate you all. Join the groups, fill out the form, get entered to win a $25 gift away. Thank you to Jen, our sponsor, and our hostess. She is sponsoring the gift away herself, and we all appreciate that. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. The rest of your weekend, a wonderful day. Have a good week ahead. Thank you, thank you. And I hope to see you here again. I go live every Saturday at 10:08 Central Time, so I hope to see you here again. Take care. Bye.